Hi guys and welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to talk baby names. If you don't know, I've got the twin girls, Rose and Ivy, and I thought I would do the video baby names that we loved but didn't end up using for our twin girls. Now because we obviously didn't know the gender right away, I've got a list of twin names that would suit girl girl twins, boy boy twins and girl boy twins. So sit back, relax, and I hope you enjoy this video. Also, if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. It would mean the world to me. It's free. It just means that you're following along my journey. I make videos on motherhood, baby names, losing weight, you name it, I'll do it. So if you don't mind, just hit the subscribe button. That's how you've got to do it. And then it's done, and then you can relax and you can watch this video in peace. So the first girl names that we thought of were actually Penny and Paige. We loved them. We thought they sounded so cute. We loved how you could call them like two peas in a pod. We thought they were just like the cutest little names, and we could imagine like these smiley girls being called this. The thing that put me off Penny and Paige was putting a pen to a page. I don't know, just one night I was just thinking that. I just thought, oh, if people will say, you know, why are you called Pen and why are you called a page? And then my husband was saying, you know, oh, if they won't say that, but I just could not get that out of my mind. But I do think that Penny and Paige sound so cute, and I like how you can also call them Paige and Penny, because that is something that you have to consider when you have twins, is that it can't sound okay going like in certain orders. It needs to sound good no matter how you shout their name or in what order you shout their name in, it sounds good. The second baby names for girls that we really liked was Imogen and Isabel. Now I loved these names because you could shorten them to Immy and Izzy, and I just thought that sounds so cute. And Imogen and Isabel, they just sound really elegant names, and I can just imagine like a cute little baby and then a little girl and then a grown woman being called Imogen and Isabel. But my husband just wasn't very fond of it, which was a bit sad. But at the same time, I love Rose and Ivy more than Imogen and Isabel. But I would die if I found twins and they were called Imogen and Isabel. I think it's so cute. Number 3, which was actually the choice for our girls if we decided that we weren't going to call them Rose and Ivy, was Amber and Zara. Now, my husband loved Amber and Zara because he liked how you can call them Zara and Amber, and he thought it sounded like a song like Zara and Amber, do do do. And I just wasn't about that life. I was not having him continuously for the rest of their lives going Zara and Amber, do 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 do, Zara and Amber, da da da. No. So that's why we didn't choose that, because I could only say their names, Amber and Zara. I couldn't have said Zara and Amber. So I think they are so cute, and I can imagine like we surfer girls we called Amber and Zara. And I do love the names like individually. Maybe if we had other kids, I'd maybe call them like Amber or Zara, but just together, I just couldn't get over him doing that annoying. Now number 4 is also one of our top contenders when we were thinking of baby names, and if you've looked at my other baby names videos, then you'll know that my top name for a girl is Olive. And a lot of people were like, why didn't you call one of your twins Olive if that's your favourite name in the whole world? And I'll tell you why. I wasn't brave enough. That's why. I was not brave enough to call her Olive. I debated it for a long time, and I was actually thinking like Rose would have been Olive, so it would have been Olive and Ivy, and I just loved that idea. Similar kind of vibe to Rose and Ivy, like nature, like fairy tale, and I love the name Olive and Ivy. But my husband and me just kind of thought that we didn't know if Olive was too like strong and out there of a name to go with a twin sister. Weren't sure people would always talk about, oh, Olive, that's an interesting name, and then forget about Ivy. So that's why we just thought we would go with something that kind of matched Ivy together, and both of them weren't competing over who had the best name. But maybe if I had another girl, maybe I would have the guts to call her Olive. I don't know. But you know what it's like when you're pregnant, you tend to lose your kind of like, I don't know, not adventure, but you just want to err on the side of caution. And I just kind of thought that maybe people would tease Olive. But now that I've actually got a daughter called Ivy, who I never thought anyone would have any issues with, I've realised people have issues with all names. So If you really love a name out there and you're worried that people might not like it, I would just name the kids that name, because trust me, no matter what you name a kid, someone is going to come at you with something and you're going to go, huh? I didn't think that would be an issue. So just name them what you want to name them. I'm not saying I regret calling Rose Rose. Obviously, I love her name and it was one of my top names for baby girls in my whole life. I absolutely adore it. But I also love Olive, and I just didn't have the guts really basically to use it. That's what I'm trying to say. And number 5, which is slightly out there of a name, but it's the names Raven and Rain. Now, individually, I adore these names. The reason being is that you can both shorten them to Ray, and I love Ray for a girl. I would even maybe consider just calling the girl Ray. I think that's really, really cool. But I love the idea of Raven. I think that when people think of Raven, they think of like negative things and bad omens, but when you actually look into like what a raven symbolizes, it symbolizes so much more than that. It symbolizes, you know, the story of this bird that came down and provided fire to this tribe, and because of that, what it did is it flew up into the sun, and it was this beautiful white bird, and it flew up into the sun and it set itself on fire and brought down the flames from the sun, and that is why the raven is black. So I like that, because I thought, well, that's like, you know, this girl who's bringing light into the darkness, and I absolutely adore the name Raven. And then Rain as well. Rain means blessing from above, and I love that idea. I love how it's got that link back to our creator, and I just think it's a beautiful, beautiful name. So again, if you're feeling adventurous, Raven and Rain, there you go. Now, moving on to boy-boy twins. Now, I only have 2 sets of names for this, basically because we were locked in on these names when we didn't know the gender of the babies yet. Now, the first set of baby names that we loved was Tom and Calvin. Now, the reason why we loved Tom and Calvin was because you could call them Tommy and Vinny, because you can obviously shorten Calvin to Vinny. And I liked how you call them Tom and Cal as well. So they both had like their shortened versions and then longer versions. And I love Tom and Calvin. I think they are so sweet. And I love it. It reminds me of like surfers. And I have a son already who's called Cody. So I liked Cody, Tommy, Calvin, or Cody, Tommy and Vinny. I thought they all sounded good together. And number 2 for boy-boy twins was Bo and Maverick. Now, I have always loved Bo. If you watch my other videos, you'll know. I love it for a boy and for a girl. And I think little Bo is so cute, and I think it goes well with Maverick, because Maverick is this like cool, like adventure, does what he wants type of guy. And I imagine Bo to be like this laid back kind of surfer, maybe like cowboy vibe. So I think both of them go well together. And again, doesn't matter, Bo and Maverick, Maverick and Bo, they both sound nice together. So if you're having boy-boy twins, I think Bo and Maverick is like the coolest boy-boy twin names you could have out of there. And I literally think if I had boy-boy twins right now, I would change it from Tom and Calvin. I'd make it Bo and Maverick, because you kind of come and tell me any cooler boy-boy name for twins than that. And moving on to boy-girl twins, we thought of the name Flynn and Ivy. Now obviously we like Ivy, so that's going to be included in it. But Flynn we liked because it sounded very naturey, and we thought Flynn and Ivy worked well together. We liked how they both had the Y's in them. We thought that written down they looked nice. And Ivy and Flynn, Flynn and Ivy, they just sound so beautiful together, and they just flow nicely. I'm sorry, I'm going to say it again, but it's Ivy and Bo, or Bo and Ivy. Again, they sound beautiful together. I actually think these could work for girl-girl twins as well. The only issue with that is that if you've seen Bo and Ivy written down, you might just automatically assume that it's a boy and girl twin. But it might not be an issue. Obviously, some people might not find that an issue, but I just was worried about that. But I think Bo and Ivy sound nice together. They both have a kind of very laid back, effortless, cool vibe. So if you're about that life, then you'll like that name. Number 4 for boy-girl twins is Roman and Rain, or Roman and Raven. You can have either or. These are very matchy names, but at the same time, it's not something that you would expect. I don't think you would expect to meet boy-girl twins that are called Roman and Raven or Roman and Rain. I think they're really cool, and they'll have like the same letters, and I think they flow nice together. And yeah, I just think it's pretty cool, pretty unexpected, pretty laid back. It's kind of effortless. It's like, yeah, my kid's called Roman and Raven. So what? My last names for boy-girl twins is Savannah and Maverick. And I think they sound nice. You can call them Savvy and Mavi, Sav and Mav. And I think that they just sound like, you know, kids that would run around on the beach, or, you know, be surfing, or, you know, just like wild, free children. And I think that they both sound like lovely children as well. Like sweet little Savannah and like little Maverick. I think they sound beautiful together. So I hope you enjoyed the baby names that we love but didn't use for our twin girls, Rose and I. I love all these names, and obviously if I was Superwoman, I would easily have like 20 kids and call them all these names, because if you know me, you know I'm obsessed with baby names, and my husband literally hates me for it because I'll just talk about baby names all day long, and I'll just go, oh, I was at nursery the other day and I met someone that were called this, or oh, I was watching TV and someone was called this. So I'm all about baby names, and maybe I'll just have loads of animals and we can just all call them these names. I don't know. But if you are pregnant or hoping to be pregnant with twinnies, then good luck to you. I really hope that you have a good, easy pregnancy. Obviously as easy as it can be pregnant with twins. I will see you in my next video. Thank you. Bye!